Come in. Hello. And let me guess. You're first here. How exciting. No. I don't like to rush things. So we're not going to have a wand to choose you just yet. No, I'm afraid not. But I do have a couple training wands. Okay? Now these are made out of poplar. The joke is, these don't quite make you popular. Although they do make for a confident witch or wizard. And that is very important. So, well, I know they look like mere sticks, but we are in magic school after all, and, well, not everything is as it seems. So, which one would you like? Now don't be so picky. This one? Ah, yes. I had a feeling you would choose this one. It's a beautiful red. Quite unique. Different than all the rest. Says a lot about you. Okay, here you go. I want you to go over to the right, over there. Yes. That's my little training corner. Okay. And only transfiguration spells. Promise. I've enchanted everything in my shop, so nothing leaves my shop without me knowing about it. Okay, so just a few light flicks, okay? We don't want to be too aggressive, or we will break the training wand. I have plenty, but we're trying to perfect. Yes, just like that. I see great potential. Okay. So, when you transfigure that glass of water into your favorite treat and or beverage, come back to me, and then we'll be able to pick out your wand. Or should I say, the wand will pick you. How exciting. Okay, let's see if I have everything for the new apprentice. Dragon heartstring, dragon scales, crystallized unicorn blood, dwarf spear sheathings, phoenix feather, orc bones, goblin teeth, oh yes. Just waiting for the apprentice. I love the unicorn tail hairs. Beautiful. Oh, I was expecting you. So, the high priest has spoken very highly of you. You must be proud. Do you think you are up for the task? Wand making is just wonderful. I've heard you are quite the scholar, which is excellent. You are quite knowledgeable. Herbology, taming beasts, Interesting. Okay. Well, we're just going to begin. Here is my lovely station. Yes, I have my wood specimens right here. And we certainly will be talking about all of those in just a moment. So, this is my wand. Well, have I said my name yet? The name's Octavia Trinket. Pleasure to meet you. And your name? Suits you well. Yes, it does. So, my wand is the Untitled Chapter wand. Yes. My Patronus, the octopus. When my wand was chosen, there was not an octopus on the wand. I actually added this afterwards, as I became a wand maker myself. This is a very precious item, and I hold it very dear to me. The story behind that? Well, when I entered magic school, my mother is human, by the way. My father, a very powerful wizard. Well, my mom used to say I dabbled in everything. I wanted to be great at everything. And she told me I would be a Jill of all trades, but a master at none. And although she meant that with love, I wanted to ensure that I would be a master at something. And here we are today. She always used to say that I needed 8 legs and 8 arms to be able to do everything I ever dreamed of. But this is my calling, and hopefully it is yours as well. So, let's start off with the rules of wand making. You always want to remain neutral. Our job is to make a well-crafted, practical wand. It is not our job to judge a witch or wizard's true intent. After all, yes, we make the wand, however, the wand chooses its owner. Number 2, never rush a wand. Rushing a wand can be catastrophic. We can miss a core piece. We can miss an enhancement, and it could change the overall strength of the wand. You will know when a wand is of satisfactory use. For me, I get a little twitch at the tip of my nose. For you, it may be a simple ringing on the left side of your ear, or perhaps sweaty palms. you will know. Number 3, don't forget to catalog every wand you make. You have to write down the description, the wood, the core, everything. Yes, we can't remember everything, and that is okay. And number 4, I like to create a space that inspires you. Okay? Bring in a few trinkets from your home. Set it aside your workspace, and that truly will build inspiration. And you don't have to make fantastical ones, but it's always fun to really put your love and art into a wand. I will show you some of the ones that I have made. Yes, I will share their descriptions as well if you'd like. Excellent. Okay, well, let me go ahead and get some of those wands. Okay, I'll be right back. So, I have collected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of some of my all-time favorite wands I have ever created. So, I also have my little journal in which I catalog all of the wands that I have ever created. So, the first wand that I would like to talk about is the Aqueous Delirious, also known as the Aqua Delirium wand. This wand is beautiful. Look at all of the contrasting colors. Oh, magical. So, it has colors of blue and green and black. As you can see up at the top, or the handle, there is a seashell, and then this lovely blue-green just wraps around this lovely wand. The wand is made out of Ceylon wood, Ceylon ebony. As you can see, a very, very, very rich dark wood. Now, ebony is actually illegal to sell and harvest. I got this ebony actually in Sri Lanka. So, the stock that I do have left of this beautiful ebony, I use very, very seldomly. The core is a dragon heartstring from a Swedish short snout. The scales of a Swedish short snout are a beautiful silvery blue, very reminiscent to this one's, and the flames are an icy blue, just beautiful. Now, it is said that this dragon was taking a rest inside a cave, the Lumalunda cave, and a wizard entered the cave, and the wizard was collecting some stalactite for a spell work. And well, I can't say for sure if the wizard and the dragon went into a battle, but I do have his heartstring. So, quite a special piece. This seashell actually was gifted to me by a siren who I actually saved. Yes, I went to visit Plaka Beach in Naxos, Greece, and I came across a siren that was trapped in a muggle's net, and they gave me this. This seashell has an amazing gift. It allows the wand bearer to swim in large pools of water for an unlimited amount of time. This wand is balanced by both fire and water elements, so it makes this wand highly grounded. This is a great wand for transfiguration spells. And this is for the witch or wizard who is quite eccentric, knows what they want, and does not stray from their own beliefs, and is highly independent. Okay, so this next one. This is the Materna Opa. The Materna Opa wand is absolutely gorgeous. It definitely stands out amongst the rest. It is a beautiful pearlescent pink. And it sports a lovely pearl at the handle. So, this wand is made out of vine wood, wisteria to be exact, from Ashikaga, Japan. Vine wood is spectacular, as it can find its owner the moment the owner walks in to the shop. Vinewood is very intuitive in that way. Now, the core of this beautiful wand is a unicorn tail hair, a female unicorn tail hair, which makes this extremely rare. So this unicorn was found in Odense, France, and there is a tragic story attached to this wand. The unicorn sadly passed away shortly after giving birth to a set of twins, both female. This wand has a high female energy and a high motherly energy, due to the fact that the unicorn never was able to use its maternal instincts, was never able to raise its beautiful twins. But this makes for a very maternal and loving wand. This wand does have a high female energy, but it is not to say that this wand won't attach itself to a witch or a wizard. It does not have a preference. However, this wand will bond to its wand bearer as a mother bonds to its child. As you can see here, this beautiful mother of pearl at the handle will illuminate whenever the wand bearer strays from its true path. This wand is a bit stubborn, but always with good intent. It simply just wants the best for its wand bearer. This wand will attach itself to someone with a great purpose, someone who doesn't truly realize their potential, but is always surprising others with their many skills. This wand is perfect for any witch or wizard that is having a bit of trouble. Maybe perhaps they are at a crossroads in their life. The next wand is a lovely red wand. Now, aesthetically, it is quite a simple wand, but do not be fooled. This wand is made out of chestnut. It is made out of chestnut from Italy. The 100 horse chestnut in Italy, located in the eastern slope of Mount Etna. Have you ever heard of that legend? No. This tree that this wand comes from is about 2,000 to 4,000 years old. And it's about 5 miles away from a volcano crater. So, it makes this wand intensely spirited. The tree is humongous. And there was a queen by the name of Queen Aragon. And she had 100 knights and 100 horses, and there was a vivacious storm approaching. And they sought refuge underneath the chestnut tree, and it fit all 100 of them. That is the legend of the tree. I believe it was a thunderstorm. So this core is a male unicorn tail hair, and it comes from the Crooked Forest in West Poland. It's actually a village in West Poland by the name of Nowe Sonaro. The core makes quite a difference when working with chestnut, so this wood can be a bit finicky when it comes to cores and enhancements. If I had used a dragon heartstring, it would have made the wand bearer very materialistic, only wanting the finer things in life and not really caring about how they obtain those luxuries. Not so good. This wand, however, will be attracted to a witch or wizard who is skilled at taming a magical beast, or has a high ranking in herbology. This would be the perfect wand for anyone who is adventurous, anyone who just simply loves and just gravitates towards nature. Due to the chestnut's history, it is highly protective of its owner and those they truly love. This wand is excellent for dispelling curses, and this wand will give the witch or wizard the ability to speak to animals and to understand them as well. I love this wand. So, the next wand that we have here is a beautiful mauve and green. A bit simplistic, but again, it is not. This is the Alexia Burnish Brush Bark wand. And it is dogwood. This wood is also known as Cornus cruza and is found in Japan. The core of this is a unicorn tail hair, but it's a unicorn foal, a baby unicorn, yes. So inside this wand, we have a beautiful glistening gold tail hair. This unicorn is about 8 months old. It makes this wand very youthful, but very obedient as well, which is quite nice. A good balance. I believe the baby foal was found in Hoya Basu Forest in Romania. This wand is looking for a witch or wizard that is captivating, a true entertainer. This witch or wizard would have to be mischievous and quirky as the wand itself. And although this wand may be a bit light-hearted, this wand can cast serious spells under pressure and produce the most spectacular enchantments. This wand hates being bored or neglected. The witch or wizard that would be best suited for this wand would have to be a social butterfly, someone who talks and talks and talks and talks and talks, as it loves listening in to its owner's conversations, which could be a bad thing or a good thing. This wand will only perform with verbal spells. And yes, this wand does have some odd habits, as it likes to bark. Only when left alone, though. So, once again, does not like being neglected. This one is really cool because it can be your own portable grimoire. All you have to do is whip it 3 times and say, Alexia, question, and you will have your answer. It is a very knowledgeable wand. And within the core, I have included 4 stones and crystals. We have emerald for earth, aquamarine for water, selenite for air, and amber for fire. Yeah. This is such a quirky little wand, but with much intellect and power. And lastly, we have the narcoleptical nightingale. Yes. Such a beautiful piece. It is black with pearlescent purple accents and this lovely amethyst at the handle. So, the wood is blackthorn. So, the wood of the blackthorn comes from Wolfsburg in Central Europe. Have you ever heard of the saying, slow-eyed, S-L-O-E? Yeah. No. Well, it simply means to have dark eyes. Yes. And it is in reference to the fruit of the blackthorn. The fruit of the blackthorn is quite tenacious, and the wood itself is very thorny. Yes. The fruit is very, very dark, almost like a plum, but much smaller. As I said, the shrubs of the blackthorn contain wickedly sharp thorns, and the berries are always the sweetest after an ice storm. So, tenacious berries makes for a tenacious wand. This wand will not bond with its owner until after they have both dealt with a hardship together. And after that hardship, they will be forever bonded. This wand will be completely and utterly faithful. But until then, they will not bond. Quite a tricky little wand here. This wand is for a warrior. Although the blackthorn is linked to dark arts, it does not mean that the witch or wizard matched with this wand practices dark arts. Remember that. And remember, we do not judge either way. So the core of this is a phoenix tail feather. So exciting. I don't use this core very often. This is an extremely rare core. Phoenixes rarely give away their feathers. And they are very isolated creatures as well. It is said that when they do give up a feather, they actually give them up in pairs. And this particular phoenix feather is in connection with the phoenix feather from another wand from a very famous witch by the name of Satina Brutus, who started the witches movement in 1808. How lovely. So, this of course is for a true justice warrior, because all magic matters. A phoenix feather core makes for a very picky wand. These wands are the hardest to tame, but when successful, will make for an extremely powerful wand. One of the most powerful cores to date. This wand has an amethyst at the handle that amplifies shadow casting and reversal spells. If handled by the wrong witch or wizard, it could curse them to fall in a 20-year slumber. You heard that right, a 20-year slumber. As this amethyst comes from Dreamcaller Falls. Have you been? I don't recommend. Yes, such a lovely wand. Do you know that there are actually 3 reasons why a witch or wizard would be seeking out a wand? Can you give me one of those reasons? Not quite. So, the first reason is that the witch or wizard is looking for a wand for a certain intention. Maybe they need to complete a specific objective and need a very specific wand. The next reason is that a witch or wizard is trying to amplify their internal powers and abilities with, once again, a specific wand. And what is the third reason? Yes, the forever wand. The wand that is completely devoted, completely in sync, completely faithful. Yes, we are all looking for that forever wand. Have you found yours? Ah, yes. Let me see it. Ooh, what a lovely, lovely, lovely wand. Yes. It says a lot about you. is made out of pine. How lovely. Well, they say, if a pine wand chooses you, you will live a very, 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 very long life. Are these diamonds? How lovely. Is this your Patronus? A snake. Are you cunning? I do not judge. I love your wand, though. Thank you for sharing. So, now it is time to share some of the wood specimens that I picked up just for you today, so you can get a good feel of all the different woods. Not every wood is the same. So, let's start off with striped maple. This is a gorgeous specimen with such beautiful characteristics. I always put a tag on all of my wood specimens. I am old after all, and I can forget at times, but every piece of wood smells very different. One of my favorite scents. So, the striped maple wood. This is also known as moose maple. The tree, when young, has distinctive vertical shapes on a smooth green bark, which also earns it the nickname snake bark maple. When dry, the bark turns black, which looks very beautiful on a wand where the bark is left on. The wood tends to grow very straight, as you can clearly see. It is a lighter and softer wood, so it peels quite nicely. This wood is very easy to work with. One of my favorites. The next wood specimen is oak. This is a red oak, and the beauty of this specimen is just breathtaking. As you can see, it has this lovely Y shape, and I am actually going to leave it as is, making this a dual wand. So I will amplify the power of this wand by adding 2 crystals up at the top. So this oak is a hardwood, although it is a bit grainy. So, the Greeks held oak to be extremely sacred. The Romans dedicated the oak to Jupiter, and the Druids revered the oak above all other trees, believing the energy, power, and strength of their gods. Because oak trees were struck by lightning more than any other trees, they were associated with the gods of thunder, fire, and rain. So, moving on to the next piece of wood, we have ash. Ash is definitely a lighter piece of wood. I also love the shape of this wood as well. No two wood specimens are alike. Now, when collecting anything from nature, you must ask permission. And a witch or wizard's intuition will tell them if they're able to collect whatever it is they're trying to collect. So, let's learn about ash. So the grain of this wood is coarse and interlocked. Ash is highly prized for its strength and flexibility, and was important to ancient cultures. It was sacred to the Druids and thought of as a protector. Due to the height of many ash trees, it is said the ash tree is the bridge between heaven and earth. Ash trees are prone to lightning strikes, thus associating the tree with elements of fire and air. Ash is a wood that is easier to craft a wand with because of its straight grains. The ash wands are excellent in promoting brain activity. Ash wood magic aids in communication, intelligence, wisdom, and promotes curiosity. So, very detailed. Here is a tiny little piece of poplar. I use these as my little training wands, but they definitely come in handy. So poplar is a softwood, however, it is one of the hardest softwoods, if that makes sense. Poplar is a gray, smooth bark. This wood is easy to work with and lightweight when dry. The poplar wood is one of the most purposeful woods to work with, I must say. So, it is one of my favorites, and it's very easy to find as well. So, I would start with a poplar, yes, for your first wand making experience. Next is a blackberry cane. And you're probably thinking, cane? Yes, you can create a wand with canes. And I actually enjoy creating wands with canes because I can add more into the core. So, that's always fun. You can hear the hollowness, the light weight of this cane. This is a bit harder to work with, as it is a bit more fragile. I wouldn't recommend starting off with a cane, but once you become a bit more knowledgeable, then definitely try out a cane wand. I think you would really like it. So, blackberry canes typically have thorns, but I always strip the thorns. Blackberry wands are great for protection and prosperity. Due to the pithy hollow, as I stated, it makes it easy for insertion of whatever item you will be using to amplify the wand. You cannot make cane wands pointed. That's the only downside. So they are what they are. Here we have the hemlock. This isn't the lightest wood, but it's not the darkest wood either. It almost looks like a taupey color. So, hemlock wood. Hemlock wood is a very strong type of wood. Great for even the most clumsiest witcher wizard. Hemlock wands are quick to action. Hemlock has a very straight grain, and when sanded or polished, they make for a very glossy like wood. So the overall appearance of a hemlock wand is very luxurious. You will notice working with hemlock creates these beautiful ring-like patterns. So this particular wand is very intricate, and the finished piece is always spectacular. And here we have Alder Wood. Isn't it gorgeous? It is such a beautiful, rich looking wood specimen with all of its details. So, the alder wood can be sanded down for a lighter wood, or can be left as is. For me personally, I love the rich color of it, so I typically do not sand these down. This is one of our naturally dark woods. It is often mistaken for cherry due to its color. It has a little bit of red in it. The alder wood is associated with fairies, and it is said that an alder trunk is a hidden door to the fairy realm. The wood has a special abundance to water and is often found near lakes, rivers, and streams. Alder is known as the king of waters. Alder has many attributes such as charisma, self-confidence, bravery, and spiritual growth. So, that is Alder. One of my favorites, pearwood. I personally love pearwood for its earth-centric energy. This particular wood is great for any healer. And this type of wood has a very close grain, so it does not splint easy. If you love carving, this is a great wood for that. So if you want to start out by creating a wand with very intricate designs, then perhaps pear is the way to go. The next piece of wood is the rowan. The rowan wood is very dense. I love when it peels. It makes wonderful sounds. This is an excellent type of wood for carving. This wood is great for strength and protection. And it is said a witch or wizard with a rowan wand can't possibly be evil. There is no documentation that a witch has ever practiced dark arts with a rowan wand. This is also one of the best smelling woods. It smells quite nutty and calming. And yes, the Alder Wood. Well, this is my only stock of Alder Wood. I do not use this wood very often, as it requires a very special type of wizard or witch to acquire it. Only the most superior of wizards and witches have ever been matched with a Elder Wand. And we do have a couple here in our shop. So, I don't like to overdo it. And it's quite difficult to get Elder Wood. So, I have them in a little bunch. As you can see, every wood specimen looks differently, and I know it will take some time to learn every type of wood, but you will get there, I promise. So, let me tell you a little bit about Elder Wood. Well, as you know, this is the rarest wood of all, and the most pickiest and trickiest ones. And Elder Wood happens to be one of the most difficult ones to make, as they split quite easily, which makes sense because they are the most stubbornest ones as well. So, it's very hard to master working with an Elder Wood. So, it makes sense that this is also a very hard wood to make a wand out of. But it's one of my favorites simply because it's so special. And I suggest making smaller wands with your Elder Wood. The smaller the scale, the better, in my opinion. So I'm going to show you some of the cores that I use. First and foremost, we have the unicorn tail hair. Now, this one is from a male, and I do separate my unicorn tail hairs by gender and age. So, all of that glistening rainbow colors. This is quite overflowing, but I love unicorn tail hair. It makes for a very loyal wand. This is a very popular core. Then we have the phoenix feather. Very rare, as you know. And in my opinion, the most powerful core. The most powerful core that I use anyways. It takes a very special witch or wizard to obtain a wand with a phoenix feather. It usually means they have a very important destiny upon them. And then we have our dragon heartstrings. Our dragon heartstrings make for a very strong wand, and it makes it very easy for the wand bearer to learn spells. So, this is a Hungarian horntail. Lovely little specimen, isn't it? Lovely, lovely, lovely. And then we have the Russian blue spine. Yes. Beautiful. And lastly, we have the Norwegian orange pack. I have many more, but these are the ones that I'm currently using. Now I'm going to share all of my wand enhancements. So the first one is goblin teeth. Goblin teeth increases wisdom, intellect. crystallized unicorn blood is really great for balancing that. But you can't use 2 enhancements in one wand. That would be kind of cheating. Beautiful crystallized unicorn blood. Beautiful. So those are some of my wand enhancements. Of course, you could also use herbs and crystals to further amplify your wands as well. So I will show you a couple of those things. Harnessing the power of nature is very important in wand making. Herbs, plants, and trees can adjust the mood and emotional mindset of the wand bearer. We have here some herbs that I like to use to add into my wands. Dry, of course, and all of these aid in focus. We have some blessed thistle, and we have some cat claws bark. We also have here some sea salt for clarity. But of course, we are focusing mainly on the herbs. So these two are great for focusing. Whether it be on a spell or an intention. I also make floral infusions and add them into these little bottles and spritz them onto the wand. Now, certain floral fragrances can add inner optimism to the wand bearer and can help them better relax, which makes for better casting, better judgment, quicker casting as well. How lovely. I also use herbs to change the color of a wand. So, I have these rose hips here. As you can see, and I use rose hips to make my wands much more richer, much more red. For yellow, I use calendula. It's also quite a lovely calming scent. For green, I use fennel seed or alfalfa leaf. And for purple, I'll use viscous. Things like that. It always tends to shock people when they realize what really goes into wand making. But it's a lovely, lovely craft. And herbs, plants, and trees play a surprisingly big part. These are some of my floral infusions. And harvesting, collecting may be a bit tedious, even coming up with the perfect combinations, but it's also quite fun. So, I'm actually working on a concoction right now. Yes. So another fun part about wand making is crystals. Crystals have energy flow. And this energy flow amplifies whatever attributes the crystal has. You can add crystals into the wand's core, or you can have it as the aesthetic piece of the wand. It will be very beautiful, but it will still work as an amplifier as well. So, I will show you a few. Place them right here, and we can talk about all of them. So we have Moonstone. Moonstone is used for confidence. It is also a high female energy. Moonstone. I have bigger crystals, but of course, when using them as core pieces, they have to be a bit more tinier. So let's see, what do we have here? We have a rose quartz for love. We Jasper for concentration. This is red jasper. Jasper comes in all colors, shapes. It's one of my favorite stones. We have black obsidian. This is a much bigger piece, but black obsidian is really great for protection. Yes, it has like a glass-like appearance. Let's see. Malachite. What a beauty. Malachite is great for enhancing psychic abilities. We have a lapis lazuli, which is great for creativity. And I think that is all I wanted to show you. Yes. So, those are some crystals that we tend to use quite frequently. So that's pretty much it when it comes to crystals. They are extremely beautiful. And if you have any questions on any crystals that you would like to use, of course, come see me, and I will definitely let you know of all of the properties and attributes. Okay, so lastly, this is how we package all of our wands. we package them in a nice, sleek, white box. Okay. We like to be very discreet. We don't package the more fantastical pieces in a laced box or limited edition box. We all keep them the same for a reason. So, here is one of the ones that we have. We keep them nicely contained so they don't move around in the box. This is a much more natural looking wand. How lovely, right? I love wands that look like they came straight from the earth, which of course they did. And then we always label them. Okay, so this is a locust willow wand, and it is measured, yes, 10¼ inches, and the core is a basilisk horn. That is obviously a joke. So, I think the last apprentice was trying to play a little joke on me. As this is one of the ones that he created. So, that is pretty much it. I know I condensed a lot of information and your head is probably going blah 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 blah. But come back tomorrow and I will guide you through your first wand. It will be super lovely, I promise. It's really quite a noble craft, so you must be proud of yourself.